Peace and blessings. Peace and love. This is my voice today, and this is an update at the Montview Park Community Garden. And I'm standing here at plot number 14. And plot number 14 is preparing to receive 2 or 3 mounds in this space for the sugar baby watermelon. There's going to be a carrot patch on the other side over there. You see the garlic. See the garlic? It's going to be, that's the plan. There's going to be a garlic, carrot patch over there, maybe some onions. There are the flowers here. Didn't supervise this, so I hope the flowers will be able to burst through this mulch. I did not supervise this task because there's actually flower seed from here to here. But we'll see. They'll probably be able to bust through. And then what you see here, the cages, call them supports. These are for a hot pepper or bell pepper, depends on what makes it to the yard. This red is 1 tomato, probably a large red cherry. I need to bring my perennials from Hinckley, and so they will go in this corner. I have a couple of daylilies over there. I have some canna lilies over there. I'm gonna see if I can get the peristem. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a P word flower, and see if I can fit them all in this space here. This is plot number 14. This is plot number 7. I would like this to be a raised bed. This has all the white pots have flower seeds in them, and I think they all have carrot seeds. Most of them have carrot seeds, if not all of them. This task, I need to have them take these out and harvest. These are marigold seeds here. There were tulips in here, but there was no, water support. I believe these are chives and garlic coming up. I know I planted chives and garlics there. This is somebody's mixing green and brown waste, so this looks like this may be turning into a, how did that get there? Where did it even come from? A scar? I have to see when I walk through, but this should have only been brown waste, but praise the Lord. There's compost under here that will be used, needs to go into 14, and this compost, I need to fix that so that it doesn't blow away in the wind. That was compost from last year. Most of the gardeners here last year did not use the compost that we were provided. This is a community gardener. Oh, I see. Oh, it came from Sabas. As we see, all his greens are gone. He's been here working. Oh, this is different also. A little bit different here. Nice. This is a community gardener. This is a community gardener. This is a community gardener. This is plot number 9. And what you're looking at here is a row of garlic to help me remember where the tomatoes were, which they extended a little bit on either side. Some of this garlic will be harvested out and put in other spots. But there's going to be, I believe this plan number 9 has I believe it has a sugar baby watermelon and a butternut squash. I believe that's what's happening over here. Don't have the plans memorized yet. There will be a pepper, some type of pepper inside of this support, and at least 2 tomatoes, depends on which ones I choose. If we use a amount of orange or beefsteak, only 2 will go in here. We'll just give them the support they need to spread out. A pepper, either hot or sweet pepper, I should say. I don't have my notes in front of me. Will also go in here in addition with the flower companion support. This is plot number 10. This is my personal plot. What's going in this plot is sugar baby watermelons, seeds. See if they sprout. You see that I also have a garlic barrier here. Some of these may be, look like I can harvest some of these out. Swiss chard will go here. And carrots are going in here somewhere. I can't remember if it was in this same spot as the Swiss chard. Along this support are going to go cucumbers for sure, and maybe peas. Depends on how hard I want to work. If I put peas in, then I want to create a string that goes from here to here. Create additional support. So I would have to do that if I wanted to. That's what I would want to do if I wanted to run peas in my own plot. These supports will be peppers, whichever ones end up out here. Hopefully the chocolate habaneros will make it. Struggling mode. More support. Haven't decided where that's going to go yet, but that came from my Hinkley plot. This is to help me remember where the Japanese beetles were because they love this okra last year. This is again plot number 10, my personal plot. Again, peppers. This is to deter. We do have cats, so when the carrot season things go down, it has a little plastic pointies on it. It's called a scat mat. Plastic. Or the squirrels really. That'll be the last time they make the run across there. This is plot number 11. The goal is to rent this front part. Hopefully the Girl Scouts want to plot. I don't think that's going to happen though, because you have to have support to do that. We just have to start early in the morning because it gets really hot. This is the second half, which you see garlic and you see chives. So I'm going to fill this plot with garlic, and in the pots are going to be, I don't know exactly what. No, 2 will be flowers, and then 3 will be some type of production crop. Actually, yes, I do know. In the middle pot is going to be some type of gourd. Right, so it's going to go in that middle pot. The roots will go in this middle pot. There are holes drilled in there. Thank you to KG for that. And then it'll spread out along with whatever flowers will be in here. Plot number 11. Plot number 12 is a gardener. Plot number 13 is a gardener. Plot number 21 is a gardener. Plot number 19 has not yet been leased. This plot, I've been reported back to me that there are rocks in here. I do know that this was full of mint. So what I'm thinking that I would like to do is take the food out. I see we have some garlic in here. We're going to, or garlic or onions. We're going to take them out. And what I would like to do is turn this into a child's area, because the mint is always going to be a challenge. You just can't see it now. You just can't see it now, but it's in here. So we would cardboard it down, thick mulch it down, and then fundraise or get donations to maybe give them some type of playhouse. Maybe I'll show you all what it looks like, how they have it at Hinkley, and we'll use that as our model. All right, that's plot number 20. Plot number 19, looking lovely. Hope to rent it out. If it does not get rented out, there'll be some gourds going in here. Some type of gourd plant, something that's going to take up a lot of space, and a lot of flowers will go in there. This is plot number 18. This is a beta student, Solstice Emeritus gardener, and this may be her last year in this yard with us. So I'm hoping to support as much as I can so she can make that transition to her home gardening experience. And because the goal is for them to be competent and confident gardeners. Almost finished with the tour. This is plot number 6. So number 6 has oregano. Are you coming in yet? Yep, there you go. Can you see it? Nope. Yep. Oregano. This is gonna be a bush. I'm not exaggerating. Way out here. It could get at least as high as my knee, and at least that wide. See strawberries throughout, as well as uninvited. Lots of strawberries. Current plant. There were calendula here because we went to harvest those seeds. I'm not going to have that plant again this year. Whatever volunteers come up, that's fine. But I'm going to work on supporting the strawberries. There's mint in here as well, so I have to have people help me because I'm allergic to the mint. Lots of strawberries, so we're going to work on cultivating the strawberries. The goal is to put some perennial herbs called oregano's perennial, strawberries are perennial, right? The currant bush is perennial. I'm thinking about thyme or rosemary in these straw bales. This is plot number 6. Since I'm here, let me just do the tree area. So there's cherry trees outside. I want to be advised on if it would make sense to put some of the edible shrubs out there. That's not my first thought. I'm going to do more thinking about that. I have a little time. They're not coming to the end of the May to think that through. This apple tree is to be removed because I've been told that it is diseased. She's bearing new, what in the world is going on here? So, I'm going to trust the person that knows what they're doing. Here is the other apple tree. So we had some snow, but she looks just fine. Probably just enjoyed the moisture. A lot of buds on the apple tree. We have some green leaves coming in. Oh shoot, that's one branch that needs to be pruned. Look. See this one I'm talking about right here? It has to come off. Might have been too small when we started. This is the peach tree. So we still have leaves, so we're good. And she still has her buds coming. So 2 peach trees here and here. I left these branches low because they're pretty strong enough, but then, small enough for children to reach. When we harvest, we're going to start as high as we can go first. So we're going to start with the latter harvest. All right, so let me hurry up. Whew. 3 minutes. All right, this was number 6. This is a community plot, perennial herbs here. And fruit, I'll say, perennial herbs and fruit. This is number 5. This is going to have, what's going to be planted is going to be a sugar baby watermelon. This has garlic and a carrot patch here. We want to lay asparagus here. And 1 tomato plant. And maybe 1 pepper plant. Yeah, 1 pepper plant. See the support? And of course, all the lovely flowers. This is a community gardener. See, he's been out here. I see labels and things going on. I don't know if this means he sold his potatoes already or not. But that would be good if he did, because the sooner the better. But that's cute. See, he has his plot come along just fine. And whoever fixed this, hoop house up. It looks lovely. Hoop houses are functional depending on what your intent is. The person that set this up, their intent is to heat up the soil because there are seeds in this plot. Now, another training lead around this is that what you want to do is really trap the heat from the day, so that technically the cover should come off during the day. The sun beams down, the sun beams down, the sun beams down. Then you cover it at night, and then the heat that was trapped in the soil rises up and stays trapped underneath here. For instance, we saw condensation when they set it up because of the moisture and the heat that was already trapped in the soil. What this will do is solarize the soil. Which will make it hot. And I don't expect it to get too hot before, we start needing to sow. But when you solarize it, it will actually has a potential to kill beneficial things that may be in there. I don't expect that to happen in this case because I don't expect the support to be up at a time when it would get hot enough for that to have an impact. All right, and then plot number 1, looking lovely. See, the garlic got harvested out of that, gave that to the guests. We have some seeds in all 3 of these pots actually. And this is a perennial flower bed. We're going to do some work on number 1. We're going to do some work on those white pots. We're leaving this to be picked up by the compost company. I think this may be almost all of it. And there's a bag of leaves somewhere. I need to check to see where the bag of leaves are because the leaves don't go with her. And that's what's happening with all of the plots, all of the community plots, all of the gardener plots, all of the trees, except I didn't tell you what's happening in the pear quad. So the pear quad is going to actively grow. Didn't get pears last year. I saw pears the year before. When I came, they were actually pears on the ground and pears that went bad on the tree when I was here in September of 2021. So we got leaves last year. Never saw blossoms, never got fruit. So I don't know what happened with the pear tree last year. Anyway, we do see leaves coming early. And I see plenty of buds. So anyway, they did an excellent job weeding around here. We're going to prune these little randoms off, cut those down. They created a trench here. Praise God. Really wanted it a little more wide, but that's fine. We'll put the cucumbers are going to go along here, with the goal being that they will grow up and go this way. And then we want beans or peas along the back. So I need another trench built along the back. And we're going to sow bees and peas this way and go up the fence. So we'll see how that works. And that's the tour. What you see here, I'm not going to open the shed because I'm going to keep it moving. What you see here are flowers being dried. When they harvested it, had snowed like the day before. I think it was snowing while we were out here. So I had them cut them and put them in here face down. But this is calendula. I'm trying to show you the seeds. This is calendula flower seeds. See? All right, so that's what's happening out here. Oh, did I tell you what was in this? I didn't tell you what's going to go in here. This is actually perennial veggies, so it's going to be asparagus in here. I forgot to mention that I want some sunchokes to go in here, and I want a walking Egyptian onion in here. And then we will alternate the other companion crops like the watermelon and the carrots and the tomatoes and the peppers. Those things will be alternated. And then in this hay bale straw is what this is. It's a difference between straw and hay. Hay is like a fodder for animals, and straw is not. Anyway, more details on that later, but there is seeds went in here, but we'll probably put a couple of, I think the plan called for a couple of peppers to go in there. So we'll see who survives and see who makes it. And that's what's happening out here. But I tell you, this was a community gardener. Helped her get staged. Really proud of the work that they're doing. I appreciate somebody that put that support back up. Thank you, God, because it's just the aesthetics of it. Where I could see that Brother Gray was out here. See the beginning of our water catchment system. We received a support to get a system built where it'll catch rain and snow water from the roof. I don't believe receive enough precipitation to fill that up, but there it is. We appreciate it. We're going to fill it up. Anyway, there's a plan for that. And a pergola being built. So we're excited for all of that. Have not talked to you all about the outside area yet. By the time we get to the bottom of that, that's going to be some good mulch that won't be sucking up all the nitrogen out of the soil. But this will be designed, hopefully, with the barrels that are over there in that corner. See how far we get. The white ones, cut the tops off and use them like as raised beds and grow. They are food grade. We'll see. And then we have the couple of containers over there for the worm bins that will be started. I think we start the worm bins in next month, actually. June something. that's what we have going on out here at the Montview Park Community Garden. Dang, that took me 20 minutes. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for joining us. And I hope that you subscribe and choose to follow our 2023 journey of this 2022 Most Improved Community Garden and 2022 Denver Urban Gardens Transformation Garden Award recipient. Thank you to all of the hundreds of volunteers. And this year I'm grateful for the gardeners who are stepping up to support the grow plan and the aesthetic and maintenance of this garden. All right. Peace and love.